Here we go. What's up, everybody? Welcome back to Shattered Tabletop Gaming. Tonight we are putting on for you a tiny little show called Star Trek Epoch. This
Sure.
lovely crew here is taking things to the extreme, time and space and weeble wobbly, timey wimey, all the good stuff.
Timey wimey stuff. Oh,
Exactly.
Wrong
Well, I don't know about all that. But, thank you all for joining us this evening, and thank you to these amazing players for popping in tonight, making this happen. I know things have been kind of crazy with our Shattered Tabletop schedule, but we worked it out. We got it all together. So thank you for joining me. Before we jump into the game and get everything started, we are going to go around the table and talk about some other shows and other cool stuff that people are doing and getting into and the shenanigans over there. So first, we're going to kick it off with Emily.
Hi. Yes, Magical Miss has been having some fun stuff. That is the tabletop streaming Twitch that I am a part of alongside G9 and Claire and Michael, who is joining us for our Winx Club campaign, which has been very fun and very exciting to be able to be an adult and play Winx Club with my friends, which is all baby had ever wanted with her life. So it's very fun. We play every Tuesday at 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. It's very, very enjoyable. And this Tuesday, coming up on the 17th, we have a double feature. And at 6 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, we will be revisiting our what we are lovingly calling our Diamantin campaign, as it is a Bridgerton AU of our first Glitter Hearts campaign, which has been very, very fun to utilize and like plan and come together with, because it's looking at everything that we love about Bridgerton, about a Regency AU, and putting it to our own original characters. So it's a ton of fun. We use the Good Society system for that. So if you are a big fan of Jane Austen, it's definitely a great time to check out. So come visit us on Tuesdays.
Woo! Thank you. Next on this docket, we've got Juniper.
that's me. I'm Juniper. I am linen and spice most places on the internet. Aside from playing here on Shattered Tabletop Gaming several times throughout the month, usually on Sundays and Fridays, but that's kind of changing at the moment, so don't hold me to that. I also play in a game called the Moonstone Matriarchy over on D and Denial's Twitch channel, and that happens Saturdays 8 p.m. EST. So we're playing tomorrow, and this will be the first episode back, I guess, after a little bit of a hiatus. And it's either going to be a wedding in the Feywild or the preparation for a wedding in the Feywild. One of our party members was betrothed off to an archfey before she was born. So yeah, this is kind of the culmination of that. So come join us tomorrow for pre-wedding or wedding shenanigans, and it'll be fun.
I can't wait. I'm so excited.
Me too.
It's going to be good. That's for sure. We'll see who objects. All
Well, the
right.
bride
Next.
did until maybe like a little while ago. So, I mean, she doesn't know this archfey. She literally found out he existed like a week ago. So anyway,
I
that
mean,
can all happen tomorrow.
when they say, does anybody object to this union? Does the bride get to say so? Can she be like, no?
I
Be like,
mean,
actually,
Yeah, exactly.
you could theoretically just run away, I suppose. That
True.
would work.
Absolutely true.
Yeah.
All right. Well, Mouse just ran off, so we're gonna jump over to Crow and have Crow tell us where we can find some good stuff.
I'm Crow. I play in almost majority, if not majority, of the games here on Shattered Tabletop Games. I can't help myself. And I am also doing a lot of other stuff kind of behind the scenes at the moment still. You can find me on like TikTok where I do tabletop RPG cosplay. Wow, I can't speak.
Words are hard.
And yeah, I'm just chaos in a nutshell.
That's
And
fair.
which is odd that I'm playing a Vulcan for this game, so
Could be the most chaotic choice.
it is. This is
Like,
No
the Vulcan
wonder.
is out of control.
Yeah.
And last but certainly not least, we've got Mouse.
I'm Rage Mouse on the things, and I do the Newark by Night over on Basics of the Games Twitch. I play a Misfit Ventru.
What?
And my
Can
background
those even
is like this right now, and I just realized.
Misfit Venture? Can you use those words like that?
Yeah. Magic.
All right. Well, thank you. And I'm Ray, the storyteller for this evening. I do most of the DMing for Shadow Tabletop Games, but that's getting a little bit of a change up. We've got a Call of Cthulhu game going on, Shadows over Tombstone, in which Super Gets heads up the DMing for that. So that's a good time. But yeah, let's get this road on the show.
Let's get it
Or
started.
shipping the stars, I guess. All right, so we will run our intro video real quick. It does look like we're in an ad, so this is probably the best time to do it. And when we come back, we're going to jump right into things.
Rock and roll.
All right, I will
Nice.
see you all back here in about 32 seconds,
Yay!
roughly.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think that is probably the shortest of all of our show's intros. So
So dramatic. I love the
I
drama of that
It's
music.
it's so cliche awesome. Like
Mhm.
It felt so true to just the way Star Trek is that I was like,
Right.
ooh, all right.
we've got
Yeah.
French horns. Yeah, everybody can have French horns.
Yeah, French horns.
you know what this needs? More French horns. Oh my gosh, I gotta stretch that out, make that video a little bit longer.
I have
And-
commissioned G9
Yeah.
to draw Makosh, so
Ooh, that'll be an
Nice.
interesting thing.
should we need some character art, G9 is down to clown.
I
Nice.
think we might need to do that.
I think we might need to do that, man. I don't know. Could be fun.
And what's even worse about that is the intro that I just played is actually the newest one where I realized the old one was just incredibly loud. So that is actually 50% volume of what the original was.
Damn.
That would have been a very, very accurate time because the amount of times I have fallen asleep with DS9 in the background and then heard the I'm like, where am I? What's going on?
Everyone would have had flashbacks.
It's like call to action.
I was like, I gotta go. The starship's under attack.
Red
Oh my
alert.
gosh. All right. So at the very end of the last episode, you all had just gone through a little bit of a briefing in the ready room, and the ship suddenly rocked with a force unlike anything you felt before. The captain immediately jumps up from his chair and runs out onto the bridge. Yes, they are. So loud.
Also, disgruntled goat, best username ever. I love that.
Absolutely. Let's see. Are the weapons super loud? That is.
We have sound effects.
Amazing.
We have
Love that.
We have action.
Yeah. There's
We have
sounds
scoring.
and things. We're going for full immersion here. Which coincidentally, when the bridge door opens, that is what you hear happening outside. There's like a just tons of yelling and incomprehensible chaos as the door closes.
Makosh kind of like blinks as she cracks her neck and goes, "Are we needed there, or does your crew have it?"
I mean, we can.
I'm quite skilled at handling situations such as this. That's, I believe, part of the reason that you brought me on here. I'd be
Out of
happy to-
character, Ray, is this normal for her?
This is not
Since
normal.
this is like where she is like chaos.
Yeah, no, this is not normal.
This is not normal. All right. So no, she would literally probably have already just gotten up and followed the captain.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And she'd have heard the
Well,
words and been
excuse
like,
me,
"Not
nothing
normal.
to worry about. Just
Find your post." That's what she'd say.
there you go.
There we go. Okay.
I like it. A little bit of
Because
that
she needs to get to
Klingon
sickbay
coming
and
out.
people be dying. To see how hard it is to get to sickbay.
So, question for
Not
Ray:
that
if
it's-
I'm operations manager and chief engineer, is my post on the bridge or is my post in engineering? Where is my
Yes.
post? Cool. Okay. Let's start with the bridge then.
There is an engineering station on the bridge, so you can take command of it as the higher ranking officer in that situation, or you can go be down where the nitty gritty be.
It's like any other Star Trek where you can do work from the bridge, but most of the hardcore heavy lifting happens down in engineering itself.
It's like if you like to take it slow on the first day, you could stay up on the bridge. If you like to get a little handsy, go down to engineering.
Engineering it is then. Let's go
You
to there.
just met the shit.
Yeah.
I mean,
There's gonna be timey-wimey shit.
Timey-wimey.
Yep.
this is a good time to learn on the job, I think, with all the crap that's going on.
I feel like that's probably true. Okay, so when all of you head out to the bridge and you're assuming your posts, on the viewfinder you see, or view screen, you see what looks like a bird of prey, but rather than having like the typical like red and Klingon markings and stuff, this has like purple gem-like structures that are sticking out of it. Very aesthetically pleasing, not all chaotic and like everywhere.
Purple.
It's like
feels very Vorta. I'm like, ooh,
Mm-hmm.
feels very Jeffrey Coombs.
Very menacing.
Very menacing.
Oh, well, we should probably set the timeline too. So on top of the ship and everything, there's like a lot of lens flare happening, just kind of like completely unnecessary lens flare, just everywhere.
That lens flare has a lens flare.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Excuse
Like
me,
all-
that's my emotional support lens flare. You can't take that from me.
all of the consoles have their own lens flare.
Each of our
Nice.
badges are lens flaring.
Your comm badges, like the pips,
Mhm.
just anything with a reflective surface.
Nobody smile.
Well, that's how we can blind our enemies by.
In this universe, a smile can kill.
Mm.
Oh goodness.
Oh, perfect.
Well, I said this wasn't your regular trek. This
Yeah.
so yeah, this other ship is firing upon the Epoch. The captain's calling out, normal commands like evasive maneuvers, alpha, just different tactical maneuvers, and it's not going well.
Oh goodness. Okay. Let's see.
Wait, Doctor, you are from this time period. So these particular, you know of these ships. You know of the people that typically fly these ships. They do not have a specific name per se. They are extremely secretive, but they are basically the culmination of the Vorta doing more genetic experimentation with the Jem'Hadar and Klingon.
Good. Oh boy, howdy.
Excuse me, what? How long? Like, has this been like her whole life? This has always been a thing? When did...
It's a fairly recent development that this race species has made itself known,
and become...
and very much seems to be targeting specifically time ships.
Oh, that's unsettling. That's not great, but that's fine.
Okay. Well, knowing that, she would be better prepared for what she's going to see damage-wise, but she's going to check that anyone is hurt on the bridge, and if no one is in need of direct care immediately, she's going to head for the turbo lift.
Okay. On the bridge, you do see some minor injuries. Nothing that people can't just work through.
Walk it off.
Yeah. Rub some dirt on it,
The closest person to her that's clearly injured, but not like necessarily on her line of, yeah, you need help or you're fine. She would like grab their shoulder, maybe a little too close to the wound they have, and be like, glorious, as she's heading for for the turbo lift.
An icon. Just love.
This poor little ensign, terrified for their life, is just
What are they
like,
doing at the bridge?
Blah. There are reports of some not casualties, some more heavily injured people are heading towards sickbay. So you are able to head down there to offer assistance to the poor nurses. Let's see. So, where am I going with this? Lieutenant Junior Grade Rin is heading to engineering, yes?
Yep.
Okay. Vetty, you are on the bridge. What is, being that you are science typically, what is your course of action here?
I am immediately doing a scan of the ship.
All right. So I gotta actually open a character sheet. I was too busy scribbling other things.
The Epoch has a character sheet. What pronouns does our ship use?
That's a good question.
That is a good question.
Well, the voice tends to be feminine, so she, they.
Angel
good.
Barrett, my beloved. My beloved.
So Ray's probably going to be like, actually, the voice sounds like Nope, can't say it. Can't say it too soon. My first thought was James Earl Jones, and I was like, ow,
Oh.
can't.
Oh,
Rip.
It's too soon.
Too soon
I don't-
now.
I wouldn't even be able to emulate that. I don't think.
I wasn't like challenging you. It was just saying.
Like your move
Why would
now,
this?
Ray.
Why is all the names coming to me dead? Why?
oh.
My next choice was Alan Rickman.
Oh no!
Oh
That would be
no!
the greatest ship computer because I left
Wouldn't
him as
it?
a depressed robot.
That would.
Oh.
Yes.
So Betty, I'm gonna need insight and science as you are conducting your scans. Mokosh, or how did we pronounce it? I forget. Kosh. That's what it was.
Yes.
Osh, Kosh, Pakosh. You are heading over to the ops panel, and you see an ensign standing there. Like, this is not their normal shift. They are pushing buttons. They have no idea what they do.
I put my hands on their shoulders and give like a squeeze that's almost a little too tight. Go. Darling, I think you're needed elsewhere. Yeah, are you needed elsewhere? Go, journey on. Boy. Please don't show your
And-
butthole to everybody.
That's a butthole.
The ensign crawls over your shoulder. Being a Cation, it just
Good job, Ensign Hollis. You did great.
well played.
And I kind of put my hands over the panel, and I just want to make sure. Well, I'm checking to see if we've had anybody that has beamed over trying to infiltrate personally onto the ship, so that I can go fuck them up. Like Makosh kind of has that little like look of like she's kind of hoping that somebody has, because there is a very nice Karja Kim across her back, the big fucking Jem'Hadar sword, and she's like, I would like to use this again.
All right, so yeah,
I'm gonna beat you with your own sword.
right.
I mean, I took this the last time I encountered the Jem'Hadar. I might as well use it again.
22 and a half minutes into the show, and we're dropping F-bombs. I like where this is heading.
Yeah.
And it wasn't Juniper this time.
Yeah, what the fuck? Oh, whoops.
Juniper, you have
That was not intentional.
Glorious.
Beautiful.
Glory be. All right, Doctor. Okay, Makosh, you are tapping buttons, checking things out, and you do see they are in fact trying to beam aboard the ship. Luckily, the shields are up. So the shields are up. They're not able to actually do it. So that's a good thing. But they're you can see that they're trying to remodulate. And Vedi, you see with your scans of their ship that they are also using temporal technology.
Ooh.
Okay.
Okay.
Oofa doofa.
Can I piece together with the scan how exactly they're doing it, and if there's a way to kind of turn it off, preferably forever.
Okay.
Just
All right.
Reverse. You can't do that.
Right. You begin hitting keys, getting ready to go. Doctor, you reach sick bay. You can see a number of people are being like carried in. They're like helping each other in. One poor lieutenant is actually carrying his own arm in.
Oh,
Uh,
robot arm. Robot.
Trees, whatever. She look to her nurses and see where they've triaged the most, like, gonna die sooners, and she would be obviously like not the best of bedside manner, but she would just be like, report.
Heavy casualties, ma'am. The nurses are like hypo spraying people left and right, like they're like double fisting hypo sprays, like they're kind of hitting themselves every now and again,
Doing backflips.
twirling them like 6-shooters.
No, I just imagine that most of her nursing staff happens to be of a male persuasion simply because all the female nurses couldn't handle her attitude and she'd make them cry all the time.
If you would like,
just
that
like,
to
what
be
are you doing?
canon-
Don't wrap that. Just tell him to keep it dry.
I love that you've just gotten a reverse harem accidentally.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
like the
Gosh,
doctor.
what kind of med bay is this? Jeez.
The doctor's like meanness really lends itself to like a reverse 50 Shades of Grey going on here.
There's like one female that's clearly just like, no.
You've got one bad bitch on your staff.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, what is that? Who are the ones that argue all the time? They're a core species that you can choose. Oh my gosh, I can't even think now.
Oh,
Anywho.
No, not green drowsy, purple drowsy sort of thing. Is that it? No. Never mind.
the short ones
Yeah,
with
they
the
kind of look. They had like snouts.
with the like with the
Cat, if you know, throw it in there.
Oh, this is gonna bug me until
It's like I usually have the book like up when we're playing, and I don't even.
It's like
have
I
the
know
book up.
these things.
The book, the table of contents is so freaking hard to navigate.
It really is.
Oh, I just control F.
Oh, that's a good idea.
I mean, will
Just
that
control
help if we
F.
don't know the
No.
name of it?
Oh, I just go to the races or nations or people, whatever it's called in the book. I don't know.
Control F it. They
I thought you were
are
just gonna look
called
up the word.
Tellarites.
Tellarites, yes. I was like,
There we go.
it's like I.
Yeah, I was like, dang
Yeah.
it's. I see cars driving around the Tellarides, and it makes me think of that all the time.
Yes, all the time. I also think of tardigrades.
Yeah. Well, now that we've sidetracked so
What
far
an
off,
abyss of knowledge we now
Yep.
named a race.
everyone watching now is like, what is this? What is happening? All right. So yeah, Doctor, you've got lots of people that need patched up. Presently, the number one patient would be the lieutenant that has a detached arm.
That came in with me.
Yeah,
And she's just like,
it's just like,
I
"Oh,
guess you're next. Come on.
yes, ma'am.
Don't
The
worry about
29th
him. He's
century.
armless.
Nobody's gonna die from losing their arm. Also, you're not gonna lose your arm.
Oh no, it's right here.
Sit down. He's gonna need some spray.
The doctor's gonna invent the first ranged hypo spray. Like, I can get you from across the room with this baby.
That would be useful.
No,
It really
up close
would.
and personal. That's how they teach us in med school.
Grab him by the shirt, like face to face.
You know, if it were truly possible, it would be like when the arm falls off of the action figure, you're just like, there it goes.
I feel like that was Dr. McCall in med school. Why won't it go back on?
Like, let me just put that back on. It'll be fine.
Why are you so squishy? All right.
So much easier to dismember you. I hate putting you back together.
Oh no.
Goodness.
Lieutenant Rin, you head into engineering. Despite the chaos on the rest of the ship, everyone down here looks like they're all on Xanax.
Okay.
Everybody
They're
gets
just
a
like-
hypo. It's just the thing on this show.
They're just walking around with their little pads, like calculating numbers, running figures. Like everything down here looks immaculate, and they don't give a crap what's happening right now.
Okay. Ship status. I want to know the ship status.
Just another Space Friday. That's right. You ain't kidding. Oh, that was in our private chat. I thought that was a regular chat. So, one of the, let's say the lieutenant commander comes over and she's like, "Oh, you're the new transfer?
Yes, that's right.
Oh, well, welcome to engineering. As you may have noticed, we take things rather slow down here. We, make sure that everything flows smoothly because, let's face it, we're sitting on a temporal reactor, and if we let things get out of control, this could alter space and time completely. So we try to keep things calm and collected."
Wonderful. That sounds like a great approach.
Indeed.
So,
What areas do you have specialty in?
that's a great question. Let me consult my character sheet.
Yes. I love that she's
All
just
right.
like, hey, we're partying.
So my specific focuses are subspace communications, computers, transporters and replicators, electroplasma power systems, and negotiation and Starfleet protocol, which is less relevant here.
Excellent. It's a very, very good to have you. Welcome.
Thank you.
I do not know my name.
But we want to know your name.
So you said they were a lieutenant commander?
Yeah, Lieutenant Commander Generic NPC 1.
It's pronounced
Jenna.
Generique.
Ah, yes, there you go. I love it. That is canon now.
Lieutenant Commander Generique.
Generic 1.
She do have a fantastic French accent now.
Ah, oui, fantastique.
We take it slow down here.
And then we take a nap.
We do not need to speed. It is not fast. We just need to be here for the temporal core. No big deal.
That's it. You're all engineering now. Everyone. That's all engineering is. You're just all French.
So on the hierarchy, is she above or below me? Because she's a lieutenant commander is the thing. Yeah, I know that was sus. Come on.
So basically this is the chief engineer right now.
Okay.
So you kind of report to her.
Ooh.
Okay.
You're about to take her job.
Yeah.
Oof.
I mean, maybe at some point. Got to get that. Got to rank up a little bit. Junior grade.
Is the 90 days grace period.
Yeah.
Yeah, your benefits haven't set in yet, you know.
Yeah.
Mhm,
We got to start you part-time and see if you're going to make it, and then we'll move you up to full-time.
mhm.
It's too real.
Yeah, we're getting too real in our fantasy
What?
Star Trek game.
No.
Come on.
We're playing gritty realism.
We're
Mhm.
playing workplace simulator. Everybody's got to go to a town hall meeting.
Just you wait
Yep.
until tax season.
Yeah.
Oh,
Who do I talk
goodness.
to about health insurance?
Is there a jazz night?
There is now. Going to be everyone
Right.
playing French horns badly.
Yeah.
Needs more French horn.
Terribly and loudly. All right, with that all being said, everybody is kind of getting into their respective areas. Combat is still going on. The ship is still getting rocked with photon torpedoes. And then you're all back in the ready room. The captain says, "So, do we have any other questions?" And it's at this
Yes.
exact moment that these Jem'Hadar Klingons beam aboard the ship into the ready room.
Well, Mokosh just got excited.
Yeah, she looks over, notices their uniforms, and like immediately is reaching behind her and is just like, "Yes, Captain, I have a question. May I do my job now?"
Yes! As he pulls his phaser out.
Oh, there's a dagger in my boot.
There's a dagger in your boot.
I remember last time I said that. Yes, there's a dagger in my boot.
You did say that. Because we
Yep,
went on,
yep.
we were trying to
my
figure
left.
out what the heck to call it. Like what it was actually called.
My med left.
Yeah.
Exquisite joy. Oh, there's a dagger in my boot.
I like to think that the doctor actually said that out loud.
No, definitely. Rarely is she in a situation to get to actually defend herself, which is the only time she can physically harm a living being.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
Do
I
no
like
harm
it.
except a little bit.
She feels threatened, and it's not hard to make her
Yeah.
feel threatened, so she's very excited.
Do no harm unless they deserve it.
Betty's just gonna like get up, go for like a punch or a tackle to the nearest one to her. Just no words, just action.
Beautiful.
Love it. Love it. Love it. So yeah, you all jumped backwards in time a little bit, and before the shields went up, and now they are on the ship. Now, the ridges, the forehead ridges that these people are sporting do not match any actual like Klingon house.
Ooh.
So, Doctor, that's a little something for you there.
It's a little-
But they do have like the spines like on their eyebrows, like the Jem'Hadar did.
Mhm.
But they do not seem to be all hopped up on space drugs. So,
Well, at least someone else can reason with them.
everyone is drawing weapons. They produce basically what look like the bastardization of a batleth
Ooh.
is like infused with bits of like Jem'Hadar-ness.
With the bits.
The bits.
The bits.
So they are preparing to attack. You all are preparing to attack. Now, typically with Star Trek adventures, there is no actual initiative roll. It just kind of goes by who was what and where and when.
Mm-hmm.
just thematically what makes sense. So with them kind of getting the drop on you all, they are going to basically, well, actually they just transported over. So I'm going to say that you all, even though you are surprised, you all can make your attacks or whatever it is that you are planning on doing. So you can like assist each other, which is a task that takes up your whole turn, but it grants somebody else like an extra d20. You can do first aid. You can actually make an attack, which it sounds like Makosh and the doctor are all in on that one.
Hell
Vedi said she's punching.
Yeah.
Just got a punch.
Lieutenant Rin, what are you doing?
Oh my god.
Is the ready room table, does it look sturdy enough that flipping it on its side as a bit of a barricade would actually work, or like as a shield?
I had the same question. Is the furniture able to be moved? Like, is it not like attached to the floor?
It's not attached to the ground. Perfect.
Nice. All right, I'm doing that. I'm flipping the table so that it forms a shield for us to duck behind.
So that is actually a minor action.
Okay.
So you basically flip the table, and you can still take a full like a task.
Okay.
But you all now have cover if you wanted to do something ranged. But it sounds like Doctor's got a knife in her boot. Makosh is coming with a sword, and Vedi's throwing a punch. So we're doing a bunch of melee.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not. I'm ducking behind the thing, and I think we'll start with like a phaser type 1, right? So I'm attempting to shoot someone that's not near my friends who are melee.
Yeah.
There we go.
The captain does a combat roll and like pops up next to you with his phaser. He kind of leans over. He's like, "Set to kill."
Question mark? You said it with a question mark?
You're the captain.
Yeah.
What?
That's your decision, sir.
I'm open to suggestion.
You need to be more assertive.
Darling, I'm always set to kill. It's only if I'm
You
having
are
a
all
bad day that it doesn't
So
happen.
angry right now.
Just attack. Talk
You
later.
are overwhelming me.
What race is the captain?
Betazoid.
Oh. Oh no.
Our little baby Betazoid. Our little baby.
Oh. Oh god.
Just having all these feelings.
Everything suddenly makes so much sense. Okay.
Yep.
There is so much anger in this room.
Why would you let me be your doctor?
Checks and balances. Checks and balances.
Question mark.
I'm just an elected official.
Can't make decisions by myself. That's
Well, I do appreciate your team effort, dear, but we're going to kill these people. Is that all right with you?
That sounds awesome. Set to kill.
They are trespassing.
Beautiful, dear. Yes, not
Let's
to be
not
kind
point
of
out
a
for
jerk, but the
questioning.
Jem'Hadar, I'm not a quite big fan of them. They don't exactly hold up my morals and values. Isn't that right?
Should we keep one alive for questioning?
Makosh like turns slightly and like has a very big smile on her face and goes, "Oh, I like you." And she sets her sights on one of the Jem'Hadar, and that's going to be the one she's going to incapacitate to
there
question
two?
later.
3. How
I
many
think
are
she
there?
turns around too fast to see the blush that rises on Ariana's face. She says that.
Aw. Makosh is like, oh, there are 4 lights.
Like Mercall, as soon as the tables flipped, she would take the cover just long enough to be out of view and then she's gonna grab one of those chairs and literally fling it over towards them, and then try and use it as like she's just gonna hop right back out with that knife ready. I don't know if she can do the throw and the run at in the same. Okay.
Yep, you sure can.
She's like, she might not land the dagger just yet, but she's coming. And there was a chair first.
I'm gonna get you. All right, so anybody that is doing a ranged attack, you're going to roll control plus security. Anybody doing melee is going to do daring plus security. The interesting thing about melee is that they actually get to do an opposed counterattack.
Oh. So you're looking for, remind me again what you're looking for when you roll these 2d20.
Oh, yeah. So you're going to add the two stats together. So it'd be you add your control and security together. You're going to roll your 2d20, and you want as many of them below that number as possible.
Fantastic. Okay.
Jesus.
Okay.
Both under.
Okay, that is a hit.
Yeah, same here. My my daring and security is 12, and I rolled a 4 and a 6.
Nice.
We've got some hot dice today.
We got to do some phaser attacking. Okay, so sorry.
Okay.
4 and a 6 from Makosh. That is way more than they got. So you land your attack. Rin, you land your attack. So I need to know how much damage they do.
Phaser 1. Phaser type 1 is 2. How do you describe, what is that symbol? 2?
It's challenge dice. So 2 challenge.
2 challenge dice.
Yep. So what you're gonna do is since you probably don't have the actual challenge dice, do you have any D6s handy?
Yeah.
So you're gonna roll 2D. Oh my gosh! Holy mackerel! So you're gonna roll a number of D6s equal to your challenge dice.
Okay.
All right, Doctor, what did you roll for your attack? With the chair.
Get him with the chair!
Okay, and then I need to roll daring and what?
Hold on. I gotta, because Super Guest asks, computer, how do we make better rolls? And to that, the computer says,
Specify parameters.
Love that.
Beautiful.
okay.
Daring and what?
For ranged, it's going to be control and security.
Control and security.
Yeah.
And I just need to roll. I want to roll higher.
Lower.
Lower. That's right.
That's a good face.
No, it's not.
Good face for me.
Oh no.
Oh dear.
So that's a nothing, huh?
Yeah.
Okay. So the chair just kind of, despite your best efforts, they just kind of like. But you get up to them. You get within melee range. Vedi, for punching them in the face, you're gonna roll daring and security.
Yep. I already rolled it. 8 out of 9.
Okay, and they did not roll high enough for a counterattack on that one, so they are going to take damage. So you're going to roll a number of D6s equal to your challenge dice for the punch, which I think is 1, I think. So, all right.
So, yeah.
Yep, it is. Unarmed strike. 1
Yeah.
challenge. Nice.
Okay, cool.
All right. Rin, what'd you get? What did your dice roll individually?
Sorry, was that me?
Yeah, sorry.
My 2d20s or the 2 challenge dice?
The 2 challenge dice.
The 2 challenge dice, I got a 5 and a 2.
5 and a 2. So a 5 is nothing, and a 2 is 2 damage.
Woo!
Okay.
So you have hit them for 2 damage. They take 2 stress.
Love
Cool.
that.
Now, an important distinction here is, Makosh, did you go after the same one that Rin shot? The one that the doctor threw a chair after? A completely fresh one all to your own? The one that
Totally
Betty's
fresh.
punching?
I want my own. I want my own shit.
Okay, and what did you get on your challenge dice?
My challenge dice. Which dice was that? My 6
D6s.
and my 4? My D6.
Yeah. Because you get 2 challenge dice for your sword, right?
Yes.
Okay, yeah. So that'd be 2d6.
Okay. Well, I actually get 3 then for the challenge dice.
Oh, okay. All right.
Because it is a heavy sword. So it is 3 damage and then also the vicious tag.
I forget what the vicious does.
It
Oh,
does
I think
extra damage of 1.
Yeah.
Okay. So I have a 2, a 4, and a 3.
2, 4, and a 3. Okay, so the 3 does nothing. The 2 does 2 damage, and then the 4 is an effect.
So that is the 1 vicious damage. So that would be 3 damage total then.
Yes.
Beautiful.
So you do 3 damage, but the effect that it causes. Describe to me how this attack is playing out.
Yeah, Makosh, she almost like glides over and takes first the like butt end of the car to Kim, hits him in the like solar plexus, and then bops him across the back of the head with the blade.
Despite your best efforts to just give them a bop, it's a bit too forceful.
Oh no.
And it ends up bopping gray matter. The target falls to the ground, completely terminated.
First kill.
Unalived.
Makosh kind of looks and looks to the rest
Makosh.
of the Jem'Hadar and goes,
Well, my dears, if you don't want to end up like your friend here, you might as well cooperate with us.
Ariana's mouth is hanging just a little bit open, and she shakes herself back into the combat.
Seeing that their friend has just gone down, you see a visible look of anger come across their faces. But before we can resolve that, we have to do Vetti's damage.
I rolled a 1.
1 is 1 point of damage.
Cool.
You punch this guy right in the face.
Not holding back either.
give him a good bop.
I bet he's still standing up.
So you rolled an 8 and a 9. So who was our Juniper? Were you our momentum monitor?
person? Yes. Yeah. So
Okay, so 1 point of momentum goes to the pool.
Okay. Cool.
All right.
Noted.
With that being said, they are very upset that their friend has just fallen, especially to someone so weak and small. And you actually see like the anger kind of wash over them, and the spikes on their ridges and all of that begin to extend out.
Excuse me, I'm Cardassian. I'm the only one who can have cool stuff happen with my ridges.
They are entering combat mode.
They put themselves in attack mode.
Yeah,
Yeah.
they folded the wings back.
Oh,
Do
wow.
the eyebrow ridges sort of form like a shield in front of the face, or what?
Oh
Like-
my gosh, yes. Terrible. With that being said, they begin melee attacking. One of them is dead, so Betty will resolve yours first.
Okay. Come at
That
me,
is,
man.
that's gonna be a miss. Doctor, the one in front of you. Okay, that's a 2 and a 9. So they make 2. Oh no.
Oh,
So
no.
Doctor, you managed to wait, before we do that, do you, as a partial half Klingon, do you have any kind of resistance, like natural resistance? Was that an option that you were able to choose, or
I
like a
don't
feature?
remember. Like physically?
I think it's an option, maybe. I'm trying to find Klingon in the book. I know it's like in the back somewhere, I think. Oh, no, you used a different book for it, huh?
Well, I used the stuff for doing a half breed,
Yeah.
which is in the Beta Quadrant book.
Romulan Klingons. Klingon character traits. Klingon physiology is hardy, with many redundant internal organs allowing them to withstand harm and a number of poisons, which would be deadly for other species, significantly stronger and more resistant to humans, so they have a less tolerance for cold. So... Okay, so I think it doesn't specifically say what that does. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to say you get one resistance die. So you're going to roll a d6 and tell me what you get.
That's nice.
Pink or black?
Pink.
All right, pink. A 4.
A 4. So that would be okay. That's just an effect. So you still take 1 point of damage from its Jemadar Batlath. That's it's a mouthful, but all right. And lastly, the third one still standing is like, oh no, Makosh, this cannot be tolerated. Ooh, double 4.
Ooh.
Oh, weak sauce. So you take 1 point of damage from their weapon, and it's actually 3 effects.
Oh,
Hachi Machi. Okay.
So
It's a lot of effects.
apparently this is the commander. The dice have
The dice
have
determined that
decided.
I have angered him.
Yeah, this is the one NPC that's just gonna roll excellent.
Great.
Somehow has entered boss mode.
It's like our first day out here.
This
Right?
isn't even his final form.
Yeah. All right. So with the 3 effects, we'll say your uniform is now slashed open. Cute. And then he spins around and gives you like a spinning back kick, knocking you over the table next to the captain and Rin.
oh,
Ooh.
And
Youch.
that'll resolve that part of combat.
Oh.
So now it's back to y'all.
dear. I'm shooting the guy that just kicked the doctor over the table.
Oh, that was he kicked the chief of security.
Oh, sorry. Yeah, definitely.
No, I got Batlift in the face.
You know,
Yeah.
just another Manic Monday.
But now you have a really cool battle scar.
Eh.
So how many are left? We've got the guy in
3.
charge, the commander,
We have 3, yeah.
and 2 others. Okay.
Yep. We'll say commander and 2 minions.
Okay.
I'm shooting the commander.
Okay. Roll it up. Just tell me what you're doing and roll some dice. So Ren
oh,
shooting
God.
the commander.
Both of them were over.
Okay. All right. Whoop.
Boom mic.
Oh, I need a new boom operator. This one's fired.
Well, she will take that hit, but she's got that dagger in her hand. She's going for important places where she assumes organs that are important might be, with what she knows of the Jem'Hadar and her own physiology from her heritage. So she's gonna make it hurt.
Gotcha.
So it's
I'm
not
assuming like heart or kidney, but I'm sure we were all thinking something else. He's a Balchinian.
whatever's the easiest to get to, like whatever's in reach of it while taking a hit like that.
Okay. I like it. Like that.
Mean Girls in Space. I thought that's what we were doing.
Yeah. That's what we got. Gotta make a burn book.
Yeah, I gotta have my Regina George moment with the little cutouts on the boobs. It'll be great.
Number 1, Jem'Hadar.
Klingon Jem'Hadar made out with a hot dog.
Do not trust her.
They all run off. I can't take
These
it
guys
anymore.
are kind of fugly. I'm gonna be real.
Oh yeah.
So
Mako?
since it's not range, since I'm not throwing a chair and I'm like melee, is it still control or is it?
Nope. This time it's going to be daring plus security. And they're going to make a counter attack if they can, which they do not. In fact, he rolled a 20. So because I'm an awesome Arcmaster, you gain another point to your momentum pool.
Yay!
Nice.
We're so fast.
While we're waiting for the doctor to resolve that action, Betty, Makosh?
Go ahead, Betty.
I'm doing the same guy, but this time I forgot that I had this earlier. I'm gonna attempt to Vulcan neck pinch him.
Oh yeah!
Yeah!
Yes.
Get
Yes.
him!
Get it.
Swung a left hook and then reaching with the right hand right at the base of his neck.
That's awesome. What did they have to roll for that? I forget.
They don't, I do. And it counts as a melee weapon with 1. I copy pasted this and the little thing didn't. I'm assuming an effect die. Size 1 hand, the intense and non-lethal qualities. I can use science or medicine instead of security when attempting a nerve pinch.
That's handy.
Yeah, that's slick. Okay.
I'm going with science.
Oh, yeah. All right. Okay, so daring and science, and yeah, that'll do 1 challenge die.
Yep. Let's see here. Please be awesome. Ooh, okay. Ooh, okay. I rolled a 7 and 13. And daring and science is 13.
There it is. All right. You roll your 1 challenge die. And while you roll that, Doctor, what you got?
I got a 10 and a 2, which
That
is
is-
exactly what my daring and security are.
Nice.
Love that. Here for it.
Yep.
That's why I was making the face. I was like, you meet it, you beat it, right?
Yeah, that's right.
Nice.
So yeah, you'll get to roll your challenge dice for damage.
Yeah.
Betty, what'd you get?
I got 2.
2. That is 2 points of damage. You pinch hold of the strange creature, which chat, feel free to name it. It is a Jem'Hadar Klingon hybrid. So let me see what you got. You pinch hold of its neck, grab that nerve just right, and down he goes.
Oh, good. Who's left?
Doctor? Doctor?
Yeah,
What'd you roll for your challenge die?
a 2.
A 2. That is also 2 points of damage and knocks this one unconscious. Now there is only the commander remaining.
Oh yeah, and I'm fucking him up.
Yeah.
Let's have it.
I don't know. Not a lot of people usually just fall unconscious from from being stabbed. I think there's like a bleeding out thing going on.
Oh, he's unconscious, but definitely bleeding out, like
Hell yeah.
spurting, gurgling blood all over the carpet.
What color is their blood? These are the
Dark
important
purple.
questions.
Ooh.
That's a very nice aesthetic.
Very menacing. Is their skin the gray sallow that the Jem'Hadar are, or is it other shades?
It's like a sand color, so like kind of in between brown and gray, like somewhere in the middle.
taupe? They're taupe.
Taupe. Yeah.
Mouse, thank you. I went to fashion school. I was like taupe. There's
taupe.
a word
That's
for that.
literally the definition of taupe.
Well, there you go.
Oh gosh.
And that should be what we call them.
Oh my gosh. Topians.
The taupe.
The taupe.
The
They live in topiaries.
They're from Topeka.
Oh my gosh. Taupe Prime.
Taupe Prime.
Taupe Prime.
Which is a
There's
utopia.
the name of our episode here.
Like, you're gonna
Or is
wait
it
a long time to
dystopian?
bring these guys back again, and then the moment you do, we're gonna be like, it's the taupe.
It's the taupe.
That's a big old taupe from me.
Dog.
I tried to kill the doctor. My bad.
I was just like, don't spit. This is a new mic. Don't do it.
Oh
You have to christen it somehow. Come on.
It's like, no, I just got it for my birthday. Don't.
Oh, happy
It's so
belated
nice.
birthday, Meows.
It's so cute.
no. Meows.
Makosh, what'd you roll?
Oh gosh, I didn't even roll yet. We were too busy talking about taupe. All right, so that is an 8 and a 2.
Okay.
With a 12 being my attack.
Okay. Yeah, that's a hit then.
Beautiful. Let me find. I have another d6.
Roll all them challenge dice.
And some dice ASMR.
It's always good.
We have a 3, a 5, and a 1.
All right, 3 is nothing. 1 is 1. 5 is nothing.
Okay.
So yeah, it's kind of like a glancing attack, really. Despite your best efforts.
Yeah, can I get like in his stuff because I want to like bring the blade like across his tum and go.
Can I get
We're going to have quite a lot of fun doing more of this, a lot slower when we're questioning you, dear.
Dang. Hardcore. He headbutts you,
Plant the
or
seed.
attempts to. That is 2 1s.
Ooh. Fine.
Well, there that die goes. That is gone forever.
Bye.
Oh my gosh. That is 4 effects.
Youch! All right.
Wow.
Ooh.
Oh, goody.
Do
So-
your worst.
As I said, this commander is headbutting you.
Yep.
Not only does it have the hardened Klingon ridges, but it also has the spikes.
Oh, yes.
So just imagine all 4 effects are happening to your face part.
Oh, the money maker.
I'll be nice and say there's just a few minor like scratches from the horns, but thanks to the ridges, like the actual forehead ridge, your nose is broken and a few of your teeth fall out.
Oh no.
Because my character in our Wings Club campaign has had so much shit happen to her nose that I'm like, is
Oh,
this
no.
a thing now? Like,
This is our Pixar where we merge like we
yeah, here's the universe is coming
We-
together.
yeah,
And
we-
can't play a character who doesn't break their nose.
they're gonna be like, hey, did you see at 1 hour and 11 minutes how they like put that Easter egg in
The
there?
Pizza Planet truck went by.
Yeah. Did you see the license plate?
Okay, Makosh, she like wipes at her mouth too as the blood is starting to kind of commingle with her lipstick in like a similar color. And she smears what could be blood, what could be lipstick, and looks back at this Jem'Hadar and goes, "You're really going to regret that, my dear. You don't ruin a face like this without consequences."
I like it.
Damn.
Makosh is the real shit.
Mhm.
Makosh doesn't want a new nose.
Doctor's
I'm
like,
glad
I can fix
Makosh is
that.
on our side.
Yeah, the doctor's like, I can fix that, but is also like hearing sultry banter in the midst of battle. Like, who is this woman?
Oh my.
I've
Yeah.
never seen such sex appeal in battle.
Like just randomly Sulu pops up. He's just like, oh my.
I feel like Dr. McCall is like, I hope this doesn't awaken anything in me.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Betty's just like, no, Sulu.
But he's just like shoving him back down, like,
No.
not now. Not
Back
now.
in your box.
Like, paging Dr. Jones.
That's great. So this is y'all's chance now. All the minions are handled. One of them is unconscious but still alive. 2 of them have died, and the commander is still looking great, still fighting strong.
Ray, quick question on just the structure of our crew.
No.
Okay. I was just gonna wonder, do we have like security officers that can come and like put the incapacitated ones in the brig? Okay.
Yep.
Perfect. Then all is well.
Okay.
Beep beep. Hey, get them.
Mhm.
Get him!
And the doctor's just on top of that and be like, I need a medical staff to the brig.
Nice.
Yeah.
Like,
No, dear, let him bleed out. It's a good lesson. Builds character.
fact. It's a good lesson.
Yeah.
Makosh says with blood streaming out of her face.
For real though. So yeah, what are y'all doing now?
Well, the
It's
doctor's
your
gonna
turn.
see to Makosh's gushing face
Okay. You can do first aid if you would like. That would be daring and medicine.
Well,
And
Also, I have talents in field medic.
that,
I love that.
that's amazing. If you do this, well, Makosh really hasn't taken any damage, but
Yeah, Makosh
you
is taking
can-
one.
you can heal back 2 points of stress.
Ooh.
If the first aid succeeds,
Beautiful.
which it should.
Like field medic's great. It's because it's just like if I want to attempt something, I don't need to have the proper equipment. I am not hindered by.
That,
Hold still.
It's just it's just like
like, let me just put that back real quick.
normally I fix toes, but
Hypo spray.
Just hyper spray everything.
Yeah, right to the nose.
just be like, hold on.
Oh goodness.
It's like travel size.
It's a one dose. She's like, just in case. And
Like a little lipstick
she
kind
does
of
cess,
container.
and she really would be kind of like touching even the areas she would know would be more tender, just to assess the damage to this bone of her face. But she would not be as gentle as maybe other doctors Makosh has met in the Federation. She's big too. I mean, you've got a big lady doctor just being like,
Oh, yeah.
this is going to hurt, and doesn't apologize. She's just like, I'm being factual,
Promise.
just assessing you.
No,
Well,
but
there
Makosh
goes.
is leaning in. Makosh is leaning in. She's like, all right.
There
go.
goes our monetization. Or it may have doubled. I don't know.
Yeah.
Exhausting. Here. Woo.
Well, if we cross post to OnlyFans, we should be good, right?
Right. I believe we talked about this the last time we tried to do a Trek game, and it was only Trek.
Holy crap.
Only trick. Yeah, it's like there's just a form you have to submit with HR, and then we just forget it ever happened.
It's all good.
All right, so the doctor puts Makosh's nose back into place, and you regain your point of stress.
Nice.
Oh, darling, thank you. I greatly appreciate that. You see, I have my mother's nose, and I would much rather like to keep it that way.
Literally, I took it from her.
Had
No,
it
no,
grafted
myself.
on.
I hardly knew my mother.
It's
right.
like right in the
mother
middle of
was
a
a
fight.
bitch.
We're like, and campfire episode.
Like, let's delve into that trauma.
Like space going by outside, just and I hardly knew my mother.
It's all right if it makes you
Just-
feel any better. Mine was a bitch, but I would rather like to keep that legacy going.
I've heard mine. She died in glorious battle. I was once told of all of her exploits.
I'm sure you're rather proud.
Some of my family is. My human side thinks that it's needless killing, but
6 and 1. If it goes to honor your heritage per se, you know, I get it. I'm also rather surprised you didn't kiss it and make it better with your human side.
it doesn't work.
No.
Human saliva has no healing property.
Ah, yes, that's what makes them rather silly, isn't it?
Hawk Tua. All right.
Yeah. I
So
thought,
Betty,
oh,
what are
yeah,
you doing
she's-
with all this? You gonna make an attack? You gonna retreat? What's the plan? What's the plan, everybody?
Oh, yeah, we still have the commander. Whoops. We were having a moment over here.
It was just like he's unconscious and bleeding out. We've called security. People are being taken to the brig, fixing noses.
You know.
Well, Makosh, Mako said she wanted to keep the commander alive for questioning, right? So
Indeed.
I'm flipping my phaser onto stun and shooting him. So-
Okay.
Yeah.
Cool. Roll it up.
Betty's just been
Mm.
staying in her same spot that she's
Rin
been in,
is
watching
stunning.
all this happen. Like, why am I here?
Both above.
Ah, beans.
Oh no.
I'm not very
Wait,
good
hold
with
it.
this phaser, am I?
I accidentally shoot the captain.
Oh, the poor guy's had enough of a stressful day already. God.
Not a very big day.
Off the turned over table.
The poor captain's just behind the table going, so much anger.
There's so much going on.
Like, there's so many emotions right now. Anger, frustration, confusion.
People from the past are too much.
Yeah.
Why did I volunteer for this?
Oh, goodness.
He does take a shot with his phaser as well, but completely whiffs it.
Oh.
He's worse than a stormtrooper. Yeah, that's right. Crossing the streams.
Whoa.
Whoa.
All right, so Rin missed. Makosh, you got your nose fixed. What are you doing? You making an attack?
I'm a new note. Were you like cat teasing me to be like, you want to attack? You want to
You
attack right
want to attack? Come on, come get it.
Keys, jingle keys.
Oh yeah, Makosh is attacking. Makosh is going again for that like solar plexus area. Ooh, one's a 20 and one is a 10.
Oh, okay. And what did you need?
12.
Sorry, I had to go back through chat real quick because I wasn't watching it on my laptop. I wanted to make sure nobody made the taupe grow.
Oh,
Ah.
well, Tofu is not at her keyboard right now. I don't think so.
Well, now she's been summoned.
Uh-oh.
Yeah,
You watch.
disturbance in the force and was like, "Oh, here I go."
Yeah. Here I
Or
go
is it-
3 times in a mirror.
causing chaos
Yeah.
again. Okay, so with the 20, unfortunately, that is not a hit. And then you said you rolled a 10?
Yes.
And you needed a 12?
Correct.
Okay. And for melee, DC 1, that is a hit.
Beautiful. All right, let's roll these bad boys. 1, 2, and 4.
1 damage, 3 damage, and an effect.
So that's
Oh.
vicious. So it's just an extra damage.
Golly. All right, so
No.
you make your attack. Tell me what the effect is. It was not lethal, but you can tell me like something other cool effect that happened.
Oh yeah, I like get him with the butt of the Kartakim, and I'm like up real close and going,
I'm going to ruin you, my dear. Remember this face, because it may be the last thing you see after we learn what we need.
and I give him a little kiss on the nose.
It's just like,
He's like, kink unlocked.
yeah, it's like an achievement.
Uh-huh.
The taupe is like, you will try.
And I will succeed, dear.
And I will help.
Oh,
With a doctor on my side, I mean, we'll be able to know a lot more about your physiology and where to exactly to hit you where it hurts, my darling.
There may be
that
gene
fun?
encoding. We will find out how they made you.
well, that's not terrifying at all.
And that's a science fact.
Science! Betty's like, someone say science?
Like Dr. Jones is like that kid that's just going, I've never seen a butterfly like this one before.
I will take you
Science,
apart
science.
right to the atom.
Come meet all my
Figure
other
out how
bugs.
you work.
You see these glass jars? They're full of things I've explored and
I've
looked at.
impaled them and put them on my wall.
I have a butterfly in a jar just there, actually.
I'm so jealous. I would love
You're
it.
a monster.
Hey, ethically sourced if it's already dead, you know?
It's ethically sourced, and my friend does all of the, you know. So
Beautiful.
it's absolutely
Awesome.
ethically sourced.
We love that.
Nice.
I was little detour. I was at a local oddities show recently, and there was a vendor doing taxidermy, and they had a bunch of possums that you could hang on like a bar or your wall or anything by the tail, and they were holding Pabst Blue Ribbons cans, and I was just like, I have no practical use for that, but God, do I want it?
Something about this speaks to me.
Something about this I just feel in my soul.
You're right.
Not everything needs a practical use.
Sometimes
Sometimes use can be brings you joy.
The door opens to the ready room.
Uh-oh.
But instead of security coming in, there are more taupe.
No!
Ah,
Oh shit!
For a brief moment, you all are able to glance past them, and on the bridge, you see what can only be described as an absolute massacre.
of us or them?
Them.
Oh.
Or you. The crew.
Oh no.
Fuck! Okay.
Do we have a can we is there a
Yeah, is there a button? Can we just rewind it a little bit?
This is a time ship.
can we just like jump back? a
Didn't they
bit?
just say not to be all like poo with dangerous stuff? So if they took over the whole ship, they had to go into engineering and go poo and
Are those the technical terms?
Oh yeah.
well, I'm just like,
was
didn't you
beautiful.
just tell us that this ship is kind of sensitive? Too sensitive for a massacre, so to speak.
Well, they did not use your technology to go back in time.
They use theirs.
Oh,
Before I could.
beans. Okay.
But I don't think anybody else knows that because Vetty didn't announce that to anyone.
Nope, but she's certainly going through all of the calculations and everything in her own Vulcan way, being very frustrated about it.
The one coming in looks similar to the commander, but probably like slightly less in rank, like a lieutenant. And you see he's got like a wicked kind of smirk happening going on. And you can see they're just covered with all manner of species blood from the crew. And he says, "Commander, it's working this time."
Not for long, dear.
This time.
Is there like a computer or something in this room? I bet there is.
Mm-hmm.
Betty's like, excuse me, I gotta do some tap.
I'm
Click,
gonna
clack,
do
move.
science stuff.
Click, clack, move, Vulcan, type.
I'm gonna do a science.
Yep. Cover me.
I'm gonna clickety clack. Hold on.
Weird.
Cover me.
I'm covering with phaser fire.
I want to throw another chair.
Just a whirlwind attack with a chair. Like,
I
ah!
love the calm way you said that too. I want to throw another chair.
Yeah.
And Mercado comes at him with the chair.
Priorities.
It's like Wrestling Federation stuff. Like,
Uh-huh.
Dr. Jones coming off the top rope.
With the steel
Yeah.
chair.
Yep.
You'll never take me alive. All right, everybody who's providing cover fire, roll your attacks. They are going to counter attack. That is not going to be good enough. Betty, give me daring and science for whatever you're trying to do.
I am trying to do what I was doing originally. Turning off their time machine.
Ooh.
Preferably forever, but if it has to be temporarily,
A little bit.
we can handle it, I guess. But forever is good. Oh, I forgot.
Yeah.
I rolled one under my number for cover fire.
Ooh.
Perfect. Okay.
Alright.
They're now like ducking for cover too. Makoshi, you're still toe to toe with this commander. You can keep fighting, keep swinging.
Oh, yeah, I
Doctor, roll
rolled
your
a,
attack to chair them to death.
For the fighting the commander, I rolled a 13 and a 6, so the 13 is one above what I needed, and then I have a 3 and 2 6s for my d6s.
Okay. I'm gonna roll something real quick here.
Control
Oh,
security.
yep.
The commander bleeding, by the way.
So yeah, the commander has been bleeding.
Cool.
So
I want to quickly just take a little bit of his blood and put it in my little divot.
I believe that's referred to affectionately as your spoon.
As my spoon, yes. I like
As
to
your
put it in my
spoon.
spoon, please.
So you do that before the attack, I'll say. And I just rolled a little random chaos dice here.
Love it.
And you come around with your sword and detach his head from the rest of his body.
Whoops.
Dang. I guess we ain't
damn.
questioning this one.
No, there's the other one hasn't bled out yet.
Facts.
All right, darlings, we need to capture a different one.
And take
was
back
it
the
tired?
ship who's still alive. All these things.
This
Yeah,
one's
There was
broken.
a just
Maybe reset
slightly
time.
lower rank one that came in.
Yeah,
Hey,
well-
like there was a second in command.
It seems
Yep.
like their commander is just a little too weak to hold his own. Pity.
Perhaps the second in command. will do.
Goodness.
God damn.
Goodness.
Listen, I never
So-
get to play like big beefy characters, and you know she's gonna be rough in a social situation because all of my shit is insecurity. But you know, fine.
Dr. Jones, what you got?
One was lower.
All right, that's good enough in the melee situation. So you have chaired, well, you chaired the lieutenant or one of the minions.
Whoever spoke.
Okay, the lieutenant.
As soon as he opened his mouth, she went for the chair.
Okay.
Hit him with the chair.
From a cursory glance, like, does it look like there's any personal tech on them that might help us? Whatever's going on, stop their looping, whatever.
So they have comm badges, just like y'all do. Their own version of rank pips, the whole nine. But nothing that would really necessarily help you disable their tech. But Vetty, what'd you roll?
I rolled one under. So like I rolled an 8. That's the one that's under the daring and the science.
Woo!
Which is 13, so together.
Okay. You are able to temporarily disable their
Nice.
time looping abilities.
Hell yeah, Betty,
Okay.
let's go.
Cool. Temporary, that's good. I can fix that in the next go round, hopefully.
Over the comm, like your badges and everything, you hear Lieutenant Commander Generique say, they're breaching engineering.
not
No,
true.
not engineering.
Engineering.
Let's see. From here, can I like reinforce those doors with like shields or anything?
They have already done that.
Or okay, they
And
already did
they-
that, but it's not working. Okay.
Yeah, they're coming through.
How far is it from the ready room to engineering? Like,
I mean,
how much combat would you have to run through to get there, kind of thing?
they have pretty much overtaken the entire ship.
Ooh, okay. I guess that's not a good idea. Okay.
I think we only have one way out of this.
We kill them all. Got it.
We're
Time
gonna have
reset.
to jump ourselves. Yeah.
Yep.
Alrighty.
I'm getting ready to
How-
do that.
He says, hits his comm badge. Generic, hit it, and all of you get transported. How far back?
Oh,
Oh.
interesting.
I mean,
Should we go back to before they arrived? Like, and just get out of there before they even arrive?
We'll see. I think we should get there before they arrive and meet them where they beam aboard, so we have that opportunity,
lay a
like
trap.
security. Yeah, we have one person
How-
at
Yeah. And
It's like, can she do what she needed to do in how much time to disable their tech? Like, how much time did she need?
Yes, there we go.
would I still like basically know that knowledge? I probably do, 'cause we already talked about how
Yeah.
I mean,
I was
we all
just
clearly
about to-
recognized that it reset,
Yep.
but we were like, let's not waste time discussing this. Pew, 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 stab, stab.
Yeah,
Mm.
like we can have conversations later.
We all know what just happened. We're on
Yes.
a time ship. Nothing is surprising.
Time's made up anyways.
maybe the first time, but it's definitely not
Yeah.
surprising the second or third time.
I love the
Yeah.
fact that for
No.
three of us that was the first time. We were just like, yeah, cool, all right.
It's
that
just
happened.
yeah, all right, that's
Oh.
cool.
This is where we
Deja
live
vu.
now.
Oh,
Sure.
stab, 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 pew, pew, stab.
All right.
Yeah.
So what's the consensus here? How far back do you want to go?
So right before they arrived.
Set a trap for them.
Yeah,
Yeah.
let's do it.
Set trap, and I turn off their machine again.
Oh, of course.
All right.
I know how to do it.
The
now.
four of you enter the ready room. The captain's already sitting there. He's got his files ready for you to review. It's that exact same situation.
Yeah, the doctor pulls her dagger out of her boot.
hmm Yep, I've got my big ol' sword, and I'm just sitting there like,
Hello,
Um,
Betty. Betty like turns her chair around to the nearest computer and starts working on the
All right.
the other
Where-
time machine.
Do we know where they beamed in? Like, what specific part of the ship? If we could set an ambush
yes,
Like,
that would
in
be
that
great.
in that location.
Yeah,
Like,
you can absolutely
computer.
do that.
Create a force field between bulkhead 7715. And just like, what? How did y'all do that?
Right.
What do you mean you put it
Make sure it's-
There's no fear.
Make sure it's attached to an airlock so we can just like vent it the second they get in.
Dang.
Fucking
It's never that convenient, but we can always,
Yeah.
poison gas, stuff like that.
Yeah,
War crime. Whatever.
we could always just.
No.
What Star Trek doesn't, I mean, Starfleet doesn't know won't hurt them. It's fine.
They're
Just go back to a
trying-
time that they didn't find out.
Protocols? What protocols?
They just revealed to us that they have time technology, which, in and of itself, because of the behavior of their peoples, makes them a threat to the temporal accords and to the
Mhm.
time. Like, so, like, we can do whatever we want.
We're simply doing our job.
Exactly.
We're gonna hide
get the
behind the
job done.
shield of this is for all of time. We're doing this for time.
This is
And-
for the benefit of all.
If we do whatever we do well enough, no one will ever know anyway. So
Yeah. Never happened.
It'd
So
be one of the
Betty,
Star Trek novels on the side that not a lot of people read.
it's like every chapter it starts over again. Like, what is happening?
I mean, that would be a fascinating
like
book.
we're at chapter 23. What the fuck?
I think I saw an anime like that once.
It's like Memento.
Oh my
I
god!
don't know if anybody's seen that crazy movie.
I had to
Um,
write a paper
Oh,
on that
yeah.
movie in
I
college.
hate that movie. I like
so
that
Betty,
movie. I hate that movie.
because you are not in combat trying to do this, you can roll control in science.
Ooh.
Hmm?
Yeah, control.
Good night, Super Gets. Thanks for joining.
Good night.
Good
Princess Wave.
night. Sweet.
Okay, what was that?
Control in science.
Okay. I zoned out for a second because I was typing up good night while you said that.
It's all good. And
All
are you
right.
all setting up a force field? Like, is this a real thing?
Hell yeah.
I think so. Yeah.
Hell yeah.
Okay, easy enough. I won't even have you roll for it. I mean, that's just as simple as, like Dr. Jones said, you just tell the computer, like, between this spot and this spot.
And is it possible to, even if it's not poison gas, to reroute such that we fill it with carbon dioxide or something like that?
To the Gem
Is that
Hadar. Like,
I-
have certain gases they can't breathe?
Yeah, that's a good question. Dr. Jones might know.
Dr. Jones, Jones calling Dr. Jones,
Dr.
Dr. Jones,
Uh-oh.
get up now.
Calling Dr. Beat.
Or our,
Emergency.
our scientists might know that.
Right. What you got, Betty?
I got, let's see, I rolled 1 under, so 10, and the total is 16.
Nice. All right.
Beautiful.
Yeah.
This time, you are able, through the computer, you can like see that the ship has just dropped out of warp, and the minute that it does, it has to like recalibrate before it can cloak, and it is in that brief shining moment that you are able to turn off permanently,
Yes.
turn off their temporal device.
Yes! Beautiful.
Realizing that something is happening, they teleport over sooner than they did last time. So the four of them appear in the ready room as they did before. But as you all said, you were prepared for this eventuality.
Mhm.
And they all get locked in a shield. Level 4 force field, I'm assuming.
Absolutely. Only the best.
Not surprisingly, much like an animal that has been trapped, they begin wildly flailing around, getting completely irate. And what would you like to do now?
Can we shoot through the force field, or is it like both directions? It's
Yeah, it's both ways.
Do we have like
That's messed up. Like we got
Yeah.
fish in a barrel.
Can we get the force field to slowly shrink so that it just crushes them to death? That work?
The captain is looking at you like,
That would be incredible. Captain, we should invest in technology like that, especially with someone like Ariana, was it?
Mhm.
May I call you Ariana?
Absolutely.
This
She's blushing.
darling Ariana has a wonderful idea, and she's on engineering now, so I believe that they would have great ideas. We should really invest in that.
I'm
If you give me a couple of
all
hours,
I'm
we could
you know,
whatever
after we
do.
get this resolved, I am all ears for whatever kind of negotiations and things that we want to try and do. I'm open. But let's handle one problem at a time. What do we do with
Are there
this?
comms that can like go into that room? Like we can like over the intercom like talk at them?
Oh, they're right there in front of you. They're just like
yeah.
in a little
They're
shield.
just contained.
Yeah.
I step up and I like hold my head high and go,
Would your commander please meet me face to face over here?
They all like shuffle around. Like they're basically shoulder to shoulder in there.
They're packed in there like sardines.
Yes.
Yes.
Shuffle your commanding officer forward. We need to have a discussion with him. Them.
Like the four of them shuffle around, and the commander's like now face to face with you.
Hi, dear.
Shall we dance again?
Well, I do believe it is your blood that I have used to adorn myself today, and I would like to do a little bit more. See, purple is a very good color on me, but you're going to tell us everything that you know about whoever's commanding you to do these sorts of things. And I'll make sure that your torture is a little less painless than I had originally planned. Sound good?
We live for pain. There is no pain you can inflict that our commanders would not do tenfold.
But see, your commanders don't have what I have.
For life?
Indelible charm.
I will enjoy breaking your bones again.
Now see, that's not the way that you treat a lady, my friend. Are you going to tell us who sent you, or are we going to have to torture that out of you?
You will try. Betty, as you're standing there on the computer and Makosh is aggressively negotiating.
like I was just having fun.
Yeah, right. You start getting some strange readings coming from the computer console, coming from the ship. Now, you were able to disable their time jumping abilities. And once they had realized that you had done that, too late for these poor souls that transported over, they have initiated self-destruct on their ship.
Mm-hmm.
Beautiful.
Okay. They are They are self-destructing.
They're self-constructing.
God, they went to IKEA! No!
Betty has the same speech impediment as me. It's canon now, I guess.
That's
I
how we
love
can
it.
take them out. We give them IKEA furniture to put together until they all kill each other.
The real torture is that we give them IKEA furniture, but we take one screw out of each set so they can't put it together entirely.
Oh. The Fluben Gooben won't go into the Doofenshmirtz.
We just show them a picture of the Doonskoggle and be like, you can't have him though.
Oh, yes.
If we can stop the self-destruct, we can get our hands on their technology to study it. Would I, as an engineering person, know of any way to disable their self-destruct?
Question.
That is an excellent question, and you can go ahead because engineering is your forte. You
Yep.
can go ahead and make a roll on that.
Okay.
I'll even
And
show her the readings if that helps in any way.
Awesome.
okay,
What would you like me to roll?
so that is going to be control and engineering.
Sure. Just 1 second.
Another Cation ensign just wanders through the
Nice.
ready room.
This is getting very annoying.
I'm here to help you.
All right. Control and engineering. That's 15.
Little baby.
1 under.
All right, on
One
both dice or just the one?
Just the. I mean, Yeah, I rolled a 13 on one die. The other one was a 19, which is above the
Okay,
15.
gotcha. Okay,
Right.
cool beans. All right, so you rolled one over, DC 1, good to go. All right. So yeah, you jump up. Betty tells you what's going on. You're both like hitting the L cars, like doing it up and trying to figure out what exactly is happening here and how to fix it. And that is where we're going to end tonight's episode.
Oh!
Juniper's like, I knew it.
Oh no!
Juniper's
Mhm.
like, this is the shit he does every time.
Every time. Yep.
On our toes.
I gotta keep him coming back. But
I should be used to this by now as well. So I made so many games I've never.
See,
I want to
You
say,
used to raise shit by now.
yeah.
I think I posted that in Discord. I was like, how long can I get away with this? But I just want to say, excellent episode. I absolutely love having y'all as players. Like, your
Well,
characters are just so amazing and so much
Thank
fun.
you for letting us be silly.
This is the version of Star Trek I would love to watch on TV. I would be all
Yeah.
for it. This is good
Yep.
stuff. And
That
absolutely
just-
right. Thank you so much to chat. Everything you all have done tonight has been absolutely amazing. I could have used a little bit of monster growing, but that's okay. We'll get them next time. Don't worry, chat. We'll get them.
Our first encounter. Let us have it.
Yeah.
But thank you all very much. I do not have the new super awesome schedule. Let me pull that up really quickly. We are looking at, looks like September 18th is at 8:30 p.m. CST is going to be our Naturally Shattered game. You can tune in and watch Juniper try not to melt people's faces by casting magic.
Just girly things.
I mean,
You know,
just
side
silly
effects. These things happen.
things.
Shattered.
Accidental melting is fine.
Yeah, you know.
Naturally Shattered is basically an indie RPG called Shattered Dawn, and we are pulling I am pulling very heavily from the Wheel of Time series to make this thing happen. So if you like cool stuff like that, come check it out. It's a lot of fun, a lot of chaos. Our lovely Tofu, who is always in chat, actually is a player in that game. Lots of fun, lots of chaos. But yeah, thank you all very much for joining us, and we will see you next game. Bye, everybody.
Bye.